Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and I am the owner of Simply Budgeted, where I create tools and resources to help you with all of your budgeting and cash stuffing needs. Hey guys, so today I want to do a quick rundown of some of the recent items that I have launched in my shop. I want to show them a little bit more in depth, and then just kind of explain how to use them, how to implement them, and how they will serve you in your budgeting needs. Okay guys, so first and foremost, I am so incredibly proud of this collection that I have created. So this is kind of a two-parter. I did come out with 6 decorative dashboards. So I want to show them to you really quick, but then on top of this, I have also created Christian faith-based dashboards. So these are quotes from the Bible or passages from the Bible. So I wanted you to be able to mix and match, pair with what speaks to you if you want, but then these are also perfect on their own or layered with other items that you may have from other shops. Keep in mind that we all use varying sizes, so I can't guarantee that mine aren't smaller or bigger than others in the shop. I based my sizing off of my cash envelopes that I make in my shop. So these are the 6. I will, just for the sake of the video, hold these up. So this one is just some pampas grass over some linen. So I think this is pampas and linen listed on my site. And then, for example, Be Salt and Light. It's just so pretty. This one I think is floral linen because of the linen like cheesecloth in the background. And please bear with me, the lighting today is garbage. It's raining, so the light keeps coming in and out. But this is the Ask, Seek, and Knock layered over this one. This is such a pretty one.
I could only make white and red one.
Okay.
Pink.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
This one. And I could make all sorts of kinds of
okay, baby. Okay, so these are the 12 dashboards in total that I have recently launched in my shop. I hope that they spark something in you. I hope that they bring you joy. I hope that they are gentle reminders in your journey, financially, personally, professionally. These are just such great scriptures, and I hope that you love them. So I did also come out with a monthly savings insert set. So I do already have monthly sets in my shop, but these are specifically inserts, and they are the same exact sizing as all of my inserts that I sell in my shop. The only difference is that I did a square edge on these instead of my typical rounded corners. Now, if in the event that you decided that you wanted to have them rounded, just reach out to me. I am happy to round them for you. I will show you in just one second the size of them in zipperless envelopes. I could have gone bigger on this sizing with these envelopes. I could have, but I chose not to because I already know that if someone has zippered envelopes, it's already a challenge to get them in and out with that zipper. So I didn't want to go too big. So to quickly do a rundown on these, they are a beautiful warm floral tone. I did add a cross in here. So it's got a very subtle Christian feel to them. So none of the amounts will ever exceed $100 in a week. I actually don't think any of these have $100 on them. But I did break this up. So you will save a total of $3,000 at the end of the year if you complete these. But I broke these down a little bit more. So every quarter, you have 3 months in a quarter, you have 4 quarters in a year. So every first month of the quarter, you will save $200. In the second month of the quarter, you'll save $250, and in the third month, you'll save $300. So I think that these are super manageable amounts, and it's just such a pretty savings challenge. So I hope that you love these. I did recently have someone ask me to create like a bi-weekly driven or focused savings challenge. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I have been leaving you girls out. Like, absolutely. So I will work on that. I promise. Now, let's see. The next one that I want to go over really quick is that I have had my teller slip in my shop for forever. I had an IOU in my savings tracker card set, but I wanted to pull this out because I've been doing my savings challenges a lot lately, and I find myself needing IOUs. So a couple of changes. They are all, the design is cohesive now between these three. I added the $2 amount to my teller slip. That was a recent change. I created the IOU to be the identical sizing of the teller slip and created this as an individual listing. And then I did have cash flow trackers as a set of 6 in my shop. They were a lot smaller. I decided that I wanted to nix that item in my shop, and I just created this expense tracker. So this one is just reusable. All of these are 65-pound cardstock in a 5mm gloss laminating finish. So you can use Sharpie and alcohol wipes to remove. So there's these ones. And I'm going to go through my challenges really quick. So one of the challenges I recently came out with was just a really simple book focused. She found heaven in a bookstore and got lost in the pages. So you get to choose your icon amount. There's 15 icons. So you just total 5 times 15 and you'll get your total of what you'll save once you complete the challenge. This one is such a favorite and I love it so much. But this is the 2025 Friday Savings Challenge. So the way that you'll use this is I've calculated out the amounts based on this year. So this is only going to work for this year. But we are basically coming up to the 14th of March. That's tomorrow, Friday, payday for most people. So tomorrow I will stuff $14 and next Friday I'll stuff $21. And then at the end of this savings, you'll have a total saved of $841. Now these bonuses down here are for the months that are obviously 5-week months. So you'll have the 29th, the 30th, or the 31st. And so you just cross these off, tuck them away, and it's just such an easy, low denomination challenge to just keep in the habit and stay consistent. Okay, this next one is the 2025 Savings Challenge. So if you can see it, it is a disco ball with a bow and a flower, and it's got a sparkle finish. And there are actually 52 numbers on here. So the idea is that you are tucking away any given amount that you choose. You know, if you have a really tight week, you can go with like a 10 or a 15. And on a good week, you can tuck away 80. I think 80 is the highest amount that I have listed on here. And I do have it listed quite a few times. But at the end of the year, if you tuck away something every single week, you'll have $2,025 saved. Okay, this next one is a roll and save. So I kind of got this idea based off of my roll the dice savings challenge. So you do have the option to purchase the dice, and the way that you play this game is your first roll will determine how many times you roll in your round. So if you roll it and you get 2, you're going to roll it. Oops, can you see it? It kind of went off the screen. So if you roll it and you get a 2, you will play twice. So if I roll the first time, I'm going to write a 4 in any of the boxes, but I'll write a 4 and then I'll roll again and I get a 6. I'll write a 6. So then I'll end up saving $10 for that game. So you can choose to use a Post-it note and save, like you can determine what you're going to save, and then your next pay period that you stuff your challenges, you can put in that $10. Or if you want to gamble with whatever, you know, singles you have left to tuck away somewhere and, you know, you want to play this game, you can totally play it that way too. So that is that one. And then this one is You Belong Among the Wildflowers. So it's just a bunch of wildflowers. And then once you have all of these saved, you'll have saved $100. And then this one is so fun. Now this one is really meant to push you. So up here has every month listed out. So basically what you would do is, let me grab a marker actually. Okay, so the idea on this one is, let's say that we are going into the month of April. So you'll circle the month that you're working on. Quick. So we are coming into the month of April. So there are 30 days in the month of April. So my goal for the month is to save $465. So on the first of the month, I'm going to save $1. On the second, I'm going to save $2. On the third, I'm going to save $3, and so on and so forth. So I will cross off every single one that I can do. But if on the third it lands, let's say on a Thursday, and it's right before payday, and it's a super tight day for me and I can't do it, I'll just move on to the next one when I can. So on the 4th, if it's my payday, if I want to take care of both to keep it going, I can, or I can just skip it. And then at the end of your 30 days, at the end of the month, you want to see if you were able to save the $465. And if you can't, that's okay. This is just meant to encourage you to stuff as much as you can and get into that habit. You know, does it make you sacrifice a coffee? Does it make you sacrifice a lunch? Because God knows if you eat out, you're spending almost $20 eating out. So it's just something that's meant to keep you very hyper focused on how much you're spending on your daily spending. Okay, and then one thing about this savings challenge is I know it's really hard to be able to do this daily with cash that you might have on hand. I personally have been using this for my high yield savings. So I will just go into my bank account every single morning and I will just transfer $1, $2, $4. And I found that to be a very easy way to keep physical track, but watch it add up in your high yield savings, because doing those transfers out of sight, out of mind just makes it so easy. So I hope you love that one as well. Okay, last but not least, I am so proud of these and I hope that you love them. So I just came out with 3 brand new notepad designs. Don't mind this up here. I kept one of each for myself, but this had a misprint on its cut lines, so I kept this one. But the cash planner is not new to my shop. I have had a cash planner. I did make some changes. I added down here what the total amount would be from this category. And then I also have the total denomination breakdown. So how many 5s, if you only have 3 5s, you'll write 3. And then it just makes it easier down here to say, okay, 3 times 5 is 15. So I'll have $15 here, $40 here. And then I can easily, add this line up and then match it to my total amount. So I added this down here. This is a part of my Lavender Fields collection line. I just love the purple. I love coming into the spring. It's just such a vibe. So the next one that I have is my daily planner notepad. And mind you, all of these are 70-pound paper. So they're nice and thick. They shouldn't bleed. And there's 50 sheets per notepad. So all of these are listed at $16 in my shop. But the idea behind the daily planner is that you'll circle whatever day it is. I want you to start your day saying what you're grateful for. I think that's so important. Any appointments that you have, you can put them here with the time and then just jot down, is it a dental appointment? Is it a meeting with a teacher? Whatever it might be. Your meal trackers, how many times can you eat at home or a home cooked meal? Your water intake is so important. Exercise, did you exercise? Yes or no? And then what did you do? Did you do 10,000 steps? That way throughout the week, if you need to, you can always look back and see what you've done, what you've accomplished. Any reminders that you need for the day. Your to-do list is down here. And I just love these white heart icons to just be able to check off or color in. Your expense tracker. So did you go get that coffee? Do you want to do negative $5.65? Did you get money from a Facebook Marketplace sale? Just trying to be diligent of like, oh my gosh, am I spending more than 3 transactions in a day? And if I am, why? So I wanted there to be an aspect of financial responsibility on here. So I hope that you utilize that. And then any notes, anything additional, just to jot down any thoughts that you might have down here. And then this one is my paycheck breakdown. So you can put your pay period, you can circle the month that you're in, and then you can list out your income, the bills that you're responsible for in this pay period, any debt or contributions to challenges that you're doing down here, your variable expenses as far as like your grocery shopping, fuel, all of that. What is your goal? You only want to spend $200 in your groceries. But I just realized I have a little bit of a boo-boo here. This should say spent. So I can't win them all. It says spent down here. I might have changed these because I wanted to give more categories, but that's okay. It's all right. You guys get where my heart is on this design, and I can only go up from here. But the idea is that you have a goal to save or to spend only $200. You know, can you spend only $185? And then your sinking funds. You know, what's your goal to have saved? And then so these got switched. I must have switched the titles, but that's okay. And then down here, you know, if you do want to be very hyper focused on being a zero-based budget, down here to just take the totals of your categories and see if you can get that down to zero and not go negative is so important. So these are my 3 items, and I'm bummed that I made that mistake, but I hope you guys will give me the grace. And we can only, like I said, we can only get better from here. So I am going to just change this up just a little bit so that I can take a picture. And yeah, so I hope that you guys all loved this little walkthrough of my newly dropped items. If you have any questions on any of these, if you have any recommendations or critiques, I am always happy to go back and forth in conversation with you. So you can always drop a comment. If you want to be a little bit more personal, share a win, share a hardship, want to talk to somebody, you can always reach me at my business email. It's simplybudgetedoffice@gmail.com. Or you can find me on Instagram. That's where it's the easiest place to contact me. I'm always there. So anyways, I hope that you guys love these, and I can't wait to create more beautiful things for you. So have a great day, guys. Bye.